Hello, hello, hello. Still setting this up so I can actually read the chat. I have different clay today. Well, it's not a new clay to me. I've been using this clay for a long time. But I had some of it left over. Thought I'd give it a try. This has been a while. And I like the clay. I mean, it's a real nice, smooth clay body. But I had some of it left over. Oh, must better turn that down. All right, yeah, so anyhow. Hey, Leah. Hey, Barbie. How you guys doing? Good to see you in here. I give myself a thumbs up. There we go. Yeah, so I'm throwing this stuff here tonight. So anyhow, I thought I would jump on and show you guys what I'm doing. This is a dark brown clay body that I've been using for a very long time. And you guys actually haven't seen me use any of this yet, but I thought I would show y'all. This is very smooth. It's when you throw it, it's very smooth. Like the other stuff had lots of grog in it and sand and stuff. And this stuff was just, it's a pleasure to throw, really. It's very dirty though. it's a very dirty clay. I mean, I think it would almost stain, really. Looks like you guys can't even see my face. So let me move the camera up a little bit. You guys are the first ones in here. That's just awesome. Let me move the camera up a little bit. So you'll probably shake around here a little bit, but I'm going to move it up. And let's see. Let's put it right about there. Maybe move it back just a little bit. Right about there. All right. That should work. All right, hopefully now you can see my ugly face. So, I actually did wedge this up a little bit. But we're going to do it again. You got the notification this time. That's awesome. I'm glad you all got the notification. And by the way, Barbie, thank you for your care package. I actually want to do a video of that. My wife already opened it, obviously. But I want to do a video of that and the products that you have and put it on my page as well to help advertise for you, since you were so generous to send us those products. And they smell wonderful, by the way. And Leah, you will be happy to know this a little bit. Jackie and I found a couple properties in Tennessee. Now we kind of just been keeping our eye on. We're not ready to sell yet. We still have some things to work on. So anyhow. Yeah, Jackie was excited to get that package, by the way. She's like, "That's from Barbie?" I said, "Yes, it's from Barbie." Isn't that exciting, Leah? That is exciting, isn't it? There's a couple properties that we actually saw online, obviously, that we kind of liked. Both had just about 5 acres to it. They were in oh, son of a gun, Savannah, Savannah, Tennessee. I think that's right. I want to say Savannah, Georgia, but it wasn't. It wasn't Georgia. I know it was Tennessee, but oh my goodness, y'all might be close. Yeah, well, we will be closer someday here soon. I don't know how soon, but it will be soon enough, I think. But I mean, we've been looking at properties in South Carolina and Georgia, and she liked Tennessee so much, but she wants to be closer to the beach. But I'm like, well, we can always drive to the beach. You know, it's not that far. Sireville? No, I don't think it's that one. It's son of a gun. I'll have to ask her. Maybe it's Jackie's listening. She should have gotten a notification that I went live because I didn't even tell her. I swear it said Savannah, but hey, Jackie. Jackie. I don't know if she can hear me down here. But I like the looks of Tennessee. I like the looks of that area just down south in general. We both would love to move now, but we can't do it yet. You know, for one thing, I got to find some kind of work down there somewhere, even if it's kind of working, you know, from home type of work, which I could do on a computer. Because I'm not going to do pottery full time, you know, probably for a little bit unless I, you know, get more clientele, basically. But at any rate, I'll have to find something to help with the mortgage. This clay is really something. I forgot how nice it was to actually be able to throw with this clay. It's so smooth. It reminds you of chocolate. And then I have a bag left over of my white clay, and it's very smooth as well. Very little bite to it at all. I'd be so happy to have you all. There's Savannah. Yeah, that's it. That's it, Leah. Savannah, Tennessee. Is that anywhere as close to you? I'm not even sure exactly where it's located in Tennessee. I just saw the house, or the couple houses that I've seen. It's right next to a highway, but it didn't look like it was actually a very busy highway from what I could tell. But you know, you don't know until you know, right? You like the clay? Yeah, it's like a chocolate clay. It's about the best way to explain it. Because I tell you what, it kind of feels like chocolate, like liquid chocolate in your hands. It really does feel that way. I wish the smell was there. It's not there, but It has a little bit of grit in it, but it's not like it's a lot. It's like specks, okay? Like my tan clay had specks in it, kind of like that. Um, it's a very tough stoneware as well. I've noticed because I've used it for baking items. And it's actually a very tough clay body, whereas the white clay body was not. I didn't find it to be super tough. You know what I mean? I wasn't completely happy with my white clay body, so I mix it a lot. Well, if you ever seen it, I actually do the swirl. I mix the white and the tan clay together to get a swirl, and that's what I always use the white for. Was for the sandstorm that I have, the the pieces that I make. Probably one of the two roads to get there. Yeah, yeah. It's. I wish I knew the highway because it's right along that highway, and it's like 5 acres or better. And it's like no, it's actually more like 6 acres, close to 6 acres, I think it was. And it's one of them was a cabin actually. Um, so I had like 3 bedrooms. I think it had 2 full baths. Um, it was a nice looking place. Jackie fell in love with it. I told her, I said, I like it. If we were ready right now, we would be putting a bid in on it because we both found one that we actually liked. It looks like it would take very little work, to fix it up. Yeah, yeah, I think so. I mean, we were both pretty happy with that. I was like, man, where'd they find that place? And it's surrounded by freaking trees, 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 trees. I mean, just everywhere trees. So it would be like perfect. There's like nobody anywhere. You couldn't see any houses anywhere next to this property, and it was like, dang, that's right up my alley. I like to be away from people, but so anyhow, if we were ready to sell, that would certainly be an option. You just learned it yourself. You didn't know there was a Savannah, Tennessee? That's okay. I didn't know either. I didn't know it was funny because I kept wanting to say Georgia. And I'm like, it says Savannah, though. It's Savannah, Tennessee. So I never knew. I should be wearing my apron because this stuff will probably stain my clothes. This is gonna look beautiful. You guys, when this fires, I'll certainly show it to you. You guys will probably like it. I like it. It's very smooth. I'm not used to throwing this real smooth clay. Man, is it ever a nice break from that other stuff I had. I'm not buying the other stuff again. I told Jackie, I said I bought that 300 pounds, but I've just about used the whole thing now. I mean, yeah, I actually did. All I have is the reclaim. So once that reclaim is done, I'm not reclaiming any more of it. It will be gone. Well, you know what, I say that, but I'll probably keep it for pizza stones because I think it would be really good for pizza stones. It's going to be a very very hard clay. They'll go through temperature changes pretty easily. The Savannah, Florida. There might be a Savannah, Florida. I don't know. That is very possible. Apparently, Savannah got around. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Why did you do that? Guess it was too wet. Guess you were too wet, weren't you? It's all right. You're going to stick this time. Sorry. A little loud, but we had to make sure it was going to stick this time, and I think it will. Savannah, everywhere. Laugh out loud. Okay, I've been running and cooking and baking. Okay. Yeah, I figured you'd probably be pretty busy, Leah, so, but that's all right. This is unscheduled, so I get it. Well, I'm glad I have two of my favorite people here at least. But I figured since I probably don't have very much of this clay. This clay is all reclaimed right now. I have a couple more bags, but it's not a lot of clay. So I figured I would at least get in a video in on this type of clay. Since I don't think I have any videos of it. I don't have any videos showing me making anything out of this clay. Let's put it that way. I'm glad you caught me too. I'm glad that people were notified. Apparently my wife's not notified. I should have told her. Oh my. She had a rough day. She mowed the yard all day. Well, she did more than that, but because our mower had problems with it, so I had to fix it, but we couldn't get the part right away. So of course the yard suffered. Our grass was getting pretty tall. So then she had to spend a lot more time on the yard and try to get it in shape again, because she's a real stickler. She loves mowing the yard and taking care of the yard. That's her thing. I mean, that's why I bought her a tractor, because of the fact that she loves to mow the yard, and I wanted to make sure that she had a tractor to ride on to mow the yard. It is almost three quarter, 0.68 of acres is what we have here. So it's not quite 3/4 of an acre. It'd still be a lot to try to push mow, you know. Just happy I got a notification. Usually I don't get it and wind up missing you. Well, I appreciate you're here, Barbie. I'm very appreciative. Such a good husband. I like to think I am, Leah. I like to think I'm a good husband. She tells me I'm a good husband, so. But we are going through with our plans as far as me fixing up the back shed and put my studio out there. Even though that we're talking about moving and all that, we are still going to do that, because we think it will still add value to the property if I do that. So that's why we're going ahead with it. So I may not have running water back there. Well, I might have running water back there because I can put it in myself. But it may not have a bathroom back there. Let's put it that way. It all depends how it goes with money. I don't want to put an enormous amount of money into it, obviously. But I want it to be decent enough that I could be back there in the middle of winter, because we'll still be here this winter in Throw. So I just need to be out of this basement. This basement drives me nuts. I don't feel any creativity down here. It's really a problem for me. I need to be out where I can see out into nature. Even if it is all snowy, I need to be able to see out. And it helps with my mind. It's a mind game, I guess, is what it is. But ever since I've been down in this basement, though, I've struggled just to keep making things and being creative about it. So we are going to go ahead with that plan. I got to get it cleaned out. I need to get a hold of my brother-in-law, because he did take one load out. I need him to come back and get the rest of it. I'm hoping he'll take it, because the sooner I can get it cleared out, the sooner I will start doing the work inside. And I will film that. I will film the work I'm doing on my new studio. I think everybody kind of like to see that too, you know. Share the progress. And then we move south. I will have to build another studio probably. But that will be my final studio that I build. And it will be a nice studio. I am not fooling around at this point. If I'm going to make my last studio, it's going to be as nice as it can be. So that's what I will do. And I will film the progress of the one up here. I'm sure when I move south, it'll be the same process. I'll film that. People love renovation. Your body curves that balance with nature. Thank you. Thank you, Barbie. Always nice words, I tell you. Between the both of you, you're always nice. Saying such nice things. Yeah, well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show the progress. We did apply to get a little bit of money to help with aid in getting everything done that we need to get done. So it takes a tiny bit of money out of our money that we would sell and use for a new property. But, you got to do what you have to do. So we have to sell this property, get as much money as we can out of it. So I'm hoping that with the money that we did borrow, which is a very small amount, will be enough that we get that back on our resale on this house, because that's the whole thing, is to get the money back and make more, because we are fixing things up and that kind of thing. So you take a gamble, right? You take a gamble, and then you hope it works out, and it will. It will work out. I think I could have made that bowl a little bit bigger, but that's okay. We'll keep it the way it is. There was still clay there to be had. All right. I'm kind of excited to move south. Jackie and I are both sick and tired of the cold weather. And I hope we have a mild winter this winter up here, because I'll tell you what, last winter was horrible. It was freezing almost all winter. It was frozen. We were at freezing temps almost the whole time. In other words, it went below freezing. It went and almost to the single digits a couple of times. It was just nuts. I can't. That kind of frigid weather, when you get out and you try to start your vehicle, and it acts like it don't want to start. It's just that daggone cold. It acts like me trying to get out of bed in the cold weather like that. You know, it just it grunts and groans and says, I don't want to go to work today. But that's why we're excited. We're excited to go south, get in the warmer weather. I know it's going to be hot. It gets hot as the blazes down there, but I think I'd rather sweat my body off and get in better shape than to be up here and freeze. Nada, how you doing? Good to see you in here. Yeah, Barbie, Leah's here. Dave, you call him Dave. Dave, okay. Is that your name, Dave? I call you Dave? Looks like Leah's already calling you Dave. Okay, cool. I call you Dave. I have to make sure I remember. So forgive me if I do forget, because there are times I'm not the best at names. In other words, I'm one of those kinds of people that I could be talking to somebody and think I'm talking to this person, and I'll say their name because that's who it comes to mind, but it's not their name. I've done that already. Rather embarrassing, by the way, but I've done that. Much milder winters. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Much warmer here. It might snow twice a year or so. And our average temperature is like 20 to 30 degrees in the winter. I can handle that. I get into the teens every once in a while. Okay. Okay. That's cool, Dave. Awesome. Well, Leah, I can handle that a couple times out of the year. I wouldn't mind that at all. Okay. Up here, when you have months of nothing but freezing temps, I've had it. I've just had it. I've just had it. Oh man. So yeah, we're both getting a fire under our butts, I think. Well, actually, when we saw these last two houses, boy, I tell you what, it really lit a fire because we were like, daggone it. These houses are not going to be available when we want to try to move down. All you can do is pray that something else comes up that's just as nice or better, right? Yeah, Leah, it gets bad up here, really bad. Oh, there are some nice places in Tennessee. There ain't no doubt about it. Now, I love the country in Tennessee because I love the mountains. I love the trees. I just love nature. Okay. I just love nature. And, which is why being down here in the basement sucks for me. It really sucks. If I could sit here and throw and look out a window and see the birds or, other animals. That to me is just would be awesome. Completely awesome. She is, Dave. She's recruiting. We might end up in Tennessee. Let me look. The area to you, it is in the country. So rolling hills, lots of trees, away from people, and only about 15 minutes from Mountain View. Oh, awesome. Leah, that would be awesome. She got Barbie too. Oh, that's a little wider than I want it to be. I went too wide. See if I can get this. Bring it up a little bit. There we go. A little bit wider than I want it to be. Ryan's dad lives out there, and he can drive into North Carolina in like 20 to 25 minutes. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I'm pretty cool with that. And besides that, who knows? I might be able to find some time to do some hunting. Hi, Gail. Hey, Beth. Oh, Gail didn't get notified. Oh, man. Yeah, Barbie said she got notified, and I think so did Leah. Don't worry, Gail. My wife is still not on here, so I'm guessing she didn't get notified. Imagine that. Her own husband didn't tell her. He was going live. Oh, my. Of course, Leah might even have her number. I think she does. Barbie might too. I don't know. Well, yeah, she does. I think she still has her number because my wife had to get a new phone number apparently. But I think you might have it, Leah. Look how dark this clay is. I mean, it's pretty dark. But it's a nice, really, it throws like chocolate. It throws like chocolate. Let's get another one here. Yo, you probably haven't seen me throw with this clay before, I'm sure. It's still a stoneware clay. When it's fired to cone 6, it is more of a brown, like a dark brown clay. as you can probably tell by the clay body. It's actually a very nice throwing clay. It's very smooth to the touch. When you go and do the edge of your piece, it's nice and smooth. You don't feel hardly any grit in this clay. However, it does have a tiny, tiny bit of it. But it's very mild. It's like it's you don't even hardly feel it. But it does feel like chocolate, like running through your fingers. That's kind of how it feels. I mean, it's very smooth. Yeah, I don't even have any pieces, I don't think, Gail, that I could even show you. But it is a dark brown color. I don't think I have any. I know I don't have anything on the shelf. Oh, you know what, Gail? I just thought a piece I might have. Let me go check quick. It's laying over here. Let me go check quick, Gail. I can actually show you the bottom of a piece, because the piece didn't turn out very well. The glaze didn't, anyhow. But that was with my old kiln. Here we go. Let's see. Let's get another piece. I want to get a good example for you. And we'll just take this one. We'll just take this one. So anyhow, it's got a little bit of glaze raining down through here, but you can kind of see the chocolate color. It's a dark brown. Bobby, how you doing? I haven't seen you for a while. So anyhow, can you see that? Is it not in here? I don't know how I can get it in focus. Let me move it this way. I don't know if it's in focus or not. But anyhow, it's a real nice color. This is the raw clay body. It's so smooth, Gail. And you can see it has little particulates in it, but they're very minor, very, very small. And I haven't thrown this clay forever. You know, it's been sitting around in my freezer. But and it's all reclaimed, because this is just stuff I had left over, like I said, and it just, so I thought, you know what, I'll pull it out and I'll get it ready and I'll start throwing some of it, and it's messier to throw with. It gets all over everything, and it's probably a little bit harder to clean out up close. But it's wonderful to throw. It's a who is it? Standard Clay Company. I think it's a number 308 or whatever, or 316. I'm not sure of the number. Anyhow, it's just from Standard Clay Company. I've been preoccupied, bud. You've been online much later. Okay. All right. Well, hey, we all get preoccupied from time to time, don't we? That's what Jessica does. Oh, okay. I didn't know that, Gail. I guess the camera is focusing on me, so I have to do that. Is that what you're saying? Hopefully that helps. Yeah, that looks like it helped. Okay. Awesome. Cynthia, how you doing, girl? Well, you're right, Gail. You're right. It's not that it's messier. It's that you can see every bit of it. How you doing, Cynthia? It's good to see you. No, Jackie's doing pretty good. She's doing pretty good. We were just up at Hershey Medical last week, and she's just getting checked out, just to make sure everything's okay and that kind of stuff. And she's doing well. But thank you for asking. I'm doing well. I can't complain. God's treated me good so far. And I can't complain about any of it. And I wouldn't if I could. I'm glad y'all can join me tonight. I know when I do these, they're kind of spare of the moment. And I wish I could get a time set to where I could just do it every day or every other day or whatever. Even once a week would be nice, but I appreciate every one of you for stopping in and saying hi and sticking around a little while and watching. And hopefully I can entertain your evening a little bit. But it's nice to have company when you're sitting here doing some work, Yeah, thank you, Gail, for that tip. That was a good tip, by the way. I completely forgot about that because it kept on focusing on me and not the piece, but appreciate you. Oh, Jackie just joined, huh? Did Leah text you, Jackie, and let you know that your husband is live? Because your husband didn't have the forethought to let you know? Oh my goodness. I did holler for you from down here, but I'm sure you didn't hear me, so. Yeah, Jackie, the whole gang is here tonight, actually. We got Cynthia, we got Barbie, we got Leah, we got Gail, we got Bobby. Who else am I missing? Did I miss anybody? I know I missed somebody. I'm going to slow this down a little bit so I don't send this thing out so far. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Passerby, good to see you. Haven't heard from you for a while. Of course, I haven't been on here for a while. Appreciate you passing by, Mr. Passerby. Man, clay feels so nice, especially compared to my other clay. Because I know I've complained about how rough that other clay is. This is just like throwing butter. I'm telling you guys, this is just very pleasant. And I can make it so smooth. Looks like I have one more piece of this. Yeah, one more piece of this that I wedged up and got ready, prepared for. Come off of there. It's a nice shape. That's a pretty nice shape, I think. Yeah, it's beautiful on the inside. It's just sweet. Sweet. I do have actually my white clay down here beside me that I want to throw tonight as well, but I probably ought to get another bucket to do that. It would add some interesting effects to the white clay, I'm sure. Babe, that house is 4.5 hours past Leah's. Oh. Wow. That's a short day trip. Which one is it, Jackie? Is it the log cabin? Is that the one you're talking about? Because that's the one I liked. We all just call up that person, just get a trip down there for the weekend or something, and go down and. No, we can't do that. We're not ready. Wishful thinking, though. Let's see. Time is forever away. Thank you, Gail. I appreciate that comment. I do try to make my bowls with a very nice shape to them, you know. I want them to be used. But I do make all my products that way, that with intention, you know. But I appreciate your comment. That was wonderful. Tennessee is a long state. Good to meet you, Gail. I'm a friend of Leah's. She introduced me to the channel. Yes, Bobby, and this is one of the best channels you could ever land on. It's what? It's close to Alabama. You mean a cabin is close to Alabama? Oh, I'm 3 hours from Huntsville. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Well, let me tell you, folks, we move down south, we'll be somewhere in that area. So we will be close to a lot of you. Passerby, I'm sorry, I'm not in Australia, but I would love to go to Australia one of these days. Jackie and I are kind of tired of the winters up here in the north, which is why we want to move south. So, and we've been looking in a couple of different states. We've been looking in a little bit in North Carolina, not much. South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Tennessee are the states that we've been looking in so far. I gotta say, I like the houses I've seen in Tennessee. They're probably some of the better looking houses I've seen. But, you know, I haven't seen that many houses. You know, I just, whatever comes up on my feed, you know. It's the closest bordering state. You talking about pottery, Bobby? We drove to Nashville to visit my brother's family once, Thanksgiving, and lived there. I'm so happy to get Tennessee, but it's forever each to reach Nashville. It is a long state for sure, Gail. Well, we will tell you we got a lot of snow last year. Yeah. Well, here's the thing, Cynthia, is that it was cold up here in the north. I mean, and Gail can attest to this, I'm sure, because she don't live that far from me. She's in Baltimore. So, but it was cold up here. I mean, we had freezing temps for a long, long time. And I got to tell you, I've lived up here my whole life. And we've had freezing winters already. I mean, we've had some cold winters. But the older you get, at least for myself and my wife, we just kind of had enough of it. She don't like to be cold at all anyhow. I can handle the cold, but I don't like it to be cold for very often, for a long period of time. Let's say that. So anyhow, that's what sparked the discussion about moving. This only showed the Lil in the Valley. Yep, we sure did, Barbie. I hate snow and the cold. Gail says she likes snow. I like snow too, Gail. I just don't like a lot of it. And I don't know that we got a lot of snow last year. It was just cold, you know? It was just cold. And it was so cold that you just couldn't get warm. At least I felt like you couldn't, you know? Oh my gosh, this clay is so wonderful. I'm going to keep saying this, guys, and I'm sorry I'm a broken record right now, but this clay is wonderful to throw. It's just that that last 300-pound of clay that I did was beating me up. So much grog and sand. It was, ugh. There aren't that many glazes that look really nice on this clay body. We're going to try some because I've got plenty of bowls here. And I'm going to try different glazes on them and stuff. But I don't know. I like the clay. It's wonderful to throw. It's actually a nice, strong clay. Like I said, I've used it in the past. It's very nice. Never had an issue with it at all. We're on the Pacific Northwest. Wow. And being able to garden all year, yeah. Cali and Arizona are too hot. I think they probably would be too. If you're cold, you can put another layer on, but if you're hot, you're hot. Yeah, you do get to a point, don't you, Gail, where you're just that hot that you can't take any other clothes off. And I understand what you're saying for sure, Gail. I definitely do, because I've been down that road too. And I know the South is hot. But you know what? If I have plenty of land, I'm going to put my own pool in. There'll be a nice in-ground pool too. And I might have to spend my evenings in there to cool off, or just take a dip during the day if I'm working from home. So, but I hear you, Gail. You have an outdoor garden and an inside plants. Oh, cool. Okay. Very nice. Love it up there. Oh, Puget Sound. Oh, yeah. You know, I've never been there. I've never been to Puget Sound. Not on the sound in a mile away. Well, it's still sound. You're a mile away, you're still there. My ex-family have a lot of crab boats in the Crescent City, California. Oh, cool. Tennessee, you do get 4 seasons. Well, that's cool. I still like my seasons. Okay. And it won't be super, super cold. I think Jackie would really love it there. I think I would too. Washington is literally perfect. I've never lived in Washington, but you're talking about the state. I know it's beautiful in Washington. I know somebody that lived in Oregon. I think they loved it. There is acreage. Where at, Jacqueline? Let's see. Yes, we are putting a pool in too, but we live on such a rock. We cost. Oh wow. Oh, Cynthia, that's crazy. So you have to get rid of the freaking rock just to put a pool in. I'll tell you what, you won't have to have a liner, because I bet you could probably just paint the rock. If it's going to be that big, you know, or whatever, that depending on the size of your pool, I'm sure. Would be interesting because the rock's going to hold water. So now I know why people have lots of above ground pools. Well, they're cheaper. They're definitely cheaper, Cynthia, but they're just they're cheaper. Let's just say that we have an above ground pool here, and I am not completely happy with it. It's already starting to rust at places, which drives me nuts because the pool is not that old, and it shouldn't even be rusting. But of course, it's already past its warranty, so they timed that out just about right. Come on down, laugh out loud. Come over to swim. Hey, Leah, you can come over anytime you want. Bring your little demons along. I don't care. We moved to Tennessee and we're close enough. You want to stop in? You can stop in anytime you want. Anybody could stop in anytime they want. I spent the weekend at my son's. He lives in the water. It's so nice. There's breeze, small beach, water, a boat. It leaves in the vacation spot. Oh, wow. That is so nice, Gail. That is so nice. I'd be one to bet you'd love that. I'd love that. No air conditioning for the heat. All right, let's get the other clay body in here. It's only 7:30. It's only 7:30. Guys, I'm going to clean this up and I'm going to get the other clay body, which is my white clay. I'm going to throw some of that. So if y'all want to stick around while I clean this mess up, we can chat like we have been. But I'm going to get rid of some of this mess. I don't want all of it to be mixed in my white clay body. You probably wouldn't see a whole lot of it, but that's the brown clay that I have for now. I do have more that I'm trying to soak because it got a little hard, so it was too hard to throw. Let's see. We don't have AC up here. We have window air conditioners up here. Let's see. Yeah, I have seen one. It was $15,000. I was shocked. Yeah. Well, yeah, they are cheaper, but you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful in the pool you buy because they're cheap for a reason, Cynthia. That's all I'm gonna say. They don't make them out of the best steel either, or galvanized steel, what it's supposed to be. They don't make them out of the good stuff. Lifetime warranty. I've seen one to see where it's warranty, and my niece and his nephews. Like, yeah, how about that? Yeah, lifetime warranty until the business goes belly up. Let's see. Cynthia, I told him how happy I am for him. On a horse and water. Oh, Gail, that sounds wonderful. Well, but I guess it makes sense. You die with just that out here in dead of summer. Yeah. I love to see your kids and have dreams. Oh yeah. Oh, this pan's not even bad. I'm just gonna rinse it out because it's not even that bad. Perfect. Wonderful. That was quick and simple. That was quick and simple. Put that one there. Let's get this one out of here. Oh, make a mess. So talk amongst yourselves here while I try to get this ready so we can throw some of the white clay. I certainly did make a mess in here. There we go. That's good enough. Let's get some of this mess on the floor cleaned up. There we go. This white clay throws a lot like the brown clay. It's so smooth. All right, get this cleaned up. I think I will get more of this brown clay. It is a very nice clay body. It's fun to throw. All right, guys. Hang tight while I go upstairs for a minute. And then we're going to start throwing this white clay body. That's funny. Oh, yes. I'll be so glad when I'm out of this basement. So glad. I guess you guys didn't really see all the stuff that I have thrown lately. Let me get my mic back on. I'm sure you can barely hear me. All right, now you can probably hear me. Let me show you guys a minute. There we go. So, as you can see, a ton of stuff that is ready to have glaze put on it. Lots of bowls, lots of dishes back there. So yeah, some bigger stuff in here to do. Big mixing bowl back there. This is a mixing bowl? No, that's actually not a mixing bowl. That is actually a planter. These are things for melting your wax, the tea lights that I did. So everything is bisques. Yeah. So I'm ready. Matter of fact, I can't fit any more on my shelf. I have it over here now. So lots of mugs, cups, vases. There's a nice mixing bowl. So yeah, I've been busy. I've still been busy. Try to stay busy. Try to keep my motivation working. Here we go. There we go. Plug this back in. There we go. Oh, thank you. Yes, Gail, I do need to glaze for sure. I have a lot of things to glaze. I do need to get busy. And it's all got to go. I'm going to glaze it, and it's got to be out of here. I got to sell it. I got to get my website, fill it up again, because it's getting bare. So, and I got tons of stuff to put on my website, and just haven't had the time to do it. So, yeah, you know, it's a good thing, I guess. Let's see. Is this reclaimed here? This might be some reclaimed. And it's a little wet. I don't want to use that. That's too wet. What do we got here? Oh, this is good. This is some good throwing clay right here. I gotta get a different bucket. This is my white clay. Let me get another bucket. All right. Sorry, guys. Just clean this bucket up. I'm thankful that I have a wonderful sink like this, which makes it so much easier to clean up. I don't have to worry about my clay getting into the water or getting in the pipes. So I do feel blessed that we found this sink. It was a good deal when I got it, for sure. And I will end up taking this sucker down south with me too, because I like it. All right. Okay. New water. Clean sponge. Let's see. I try to stay busy, Taz. Let's see. Thank you. All right. So let's. Shoot, where'd I put my. I gotta weigh my clay out. See, guys, I'm switching clay bodies, so I'm not prepared. I actually didn't know I'd be doing a longer live. I thought I'd quit about now, but since I got you all here, might as well. Because it's only, what, 7:45, at least here. So, all right, get this out. Let's see. All right. Just weigh some clay out. Thank you, Cynthia. What kind of sink is it? Yeah, so Gail, it's a sink that came out of the restaurant industry, And it was actually somebody tearing apart their restaurant and putting in new stuff. And we were able to find this online. They were selling it for $200, and it was a bargain because it's all stainless steel. It has nice big drains in it in the center. It's two sides to it. Plus, I have sides on the side. Well, I'll show you. I'm sitting here talking about it and trying to describe it. I'll just show it to you. So that's the sink. So you can see here, I have two big drains here, big sides here, and they're on a. I have a sink here and here, so there's two of them. Down below, you'll see a tub. Down below, there's a tub, and that's where all the clay goes. It goes in that tub, and once it goes in the tub, what comes out is not clay. In other words, it's mostly water. But what does come out goes into a sump. A sump pump then pumps the water out into my yard. So I don't really have to worry about anything going into my drains, my septic, or anything like that, which is actually quite nice to have that, be that way. So, but the sink is wonderful. I love it. It was a very good investment. All right. Let's see. I'm going to do, I guess, a bunch of 2-pounders. Is that 2 pounds? We'll find out. That's 3 pounds exactly. Crazy. That's just over 3 pounds. Let's do 3-pounders. I guess that's what we're doing. Oh, I took off too much. Perfect. All right. I will have to wedge these before I start. I'll put you there. Put you there. I love it, Gail. I definitely do love it. I'm blessed to have it. That is almost the 2-pounder I wanted to go for. There we go. That's good. That's almost 2 pounds. A little bit more. There we go. That's 2. And that's probably 1 pound there. Yeah, just about. Just about a pound. That's four pieces cut up. This maybe makes 6 pieces. I should be glazing. I mean, Gail has a very good point. I got a lot of work ahead of me. Just glazing. So, let's see. Oh, that's close. Dang, I couldn't be any closer than 2 pounds than that. All right. So it's 2, and I have 2 is 3. Let's make another one 2 pounds, which that might be 2 pounds right there. Oh, perfect, right there. All right. I have 4 pieces that are 2-pounders. That's good. That's 6 pieces. Let's try that. All right. Okay. Let's put this away. I will have to wedge these pieces up on the wheel. Matter of fact, I should make them so I can just cut them off. That's what I'll do. I'll just cut them off the wheel head. Where did my tool go? Where did my tool? Yeah, there it is. It's at the bottom of my bowl. You only have one female left, and she might be spoken for. Oh, that's very nice, Barbie. That's wonderful that you were able to find homes for them. Nine people watching, and I got 9 thumbs up. That's awesome. I must be doing something right. Okay. Let's start with our 3-pounders, I guess. And hopefully I can wedge this on this wheel. All right. A little sticky yet, I see. All right. Hopefully that's enough. I should do it longer, but we'll try it. Hopefully get all the air out of it. Shouldn't have been too bad coming right out of the bag, but you never really know. Okay. Oh yeah, I like butter. I like butter. This actually feels smoother than the brown clay I just had. It almost feels like a porcelain clay, really. So this again is a Standard Clay Company clay. I don't remember what number this was either. It's been so long since I purchased this clay. I didn't even realize I had a full 25 pounds of this clay still in my freezer over there. Let's see. So does everybody have a good weekend? I hope you all had a great weekend. I had a pretty good weekend myself. Our garden is really producing right now. We're getting cantaloupe, we're getting watermelon, a little bit of corn. Our corn didn't do as well this year. I mean, we're still getting some ears off of it, but it's not like we had last year. We have potatoes this year, which we just harvested our potatoes, and they actually look really good. We have some carrots that we need to try to get out of the ground, probably here soon. We have our cabbage. We've already harvested 2 of our cabbages, and the heads of cabbage were like this. They were like huge. We have another one out there that we have to harvest yet, but we're giving it a little bit more time. Tomatoes. We have so many tomatoes right now, and these are the cooking tomatoes, because my wife jars them. We have so many tomatoes right now. They're not even red yet, but the plant is just full of tomatoes. So as soon as they ripen, we're going to be, the wife will be busy jarring tomatoes. Let's see, my corn is struggling. My watermelon is all over the place, and cantaloupe. Well, we have the same thing here, Cynthia. Same thing. It was not a very good year for corn. Everybody I've talked to so far has said the same thing, that their corn has not done very well. So you're not the only one. Well, your puppies were German Shepherd and Great Dane. Holy smokes, they were big dogs then. I wish you guys could feel how soft this clay is. It reminds you of running your fingers in butter. It's just that smooth. It just feels so good to use good clay like this after using that really rough stuff. It was so hard for me to get an edge that was very smooth on my drinking vessels and stuff. I'd have to sand them after the bisque, which I'll have to do a lot of sanding on this pieces out here. Just because the roughness, I couldn't get it. I couldn't get the grit in the stuff just to lay down for me. It just would not get into the clay, which maybe what I should have done with that clay is probably put some slip on it to try to smooth it out, I'm guessing, but well, this clay here just moves so easy. I find myself trying to force it and I don't have to. Yeah, I don't think we did either, Gail. I don't think we had enough rain. Although it felt like we got enough rain. Our cord also has a purple tint to some of the corn stalks. And we were told that it was because we're lacking a certain nutrient in the soil. But not all of our corn turned out that way, though. No, I should have cleaned that sponge off. Our watermelon is going nuts, though, and like Cynthia said, same thing with her. The watermelon plants are just going everywhere in the garden, and so are the cantaloupe. They're trying to take over the whole freaking garden. And we had a watermelon like that long, guys, and huge like this. They came out of our garden here just over the weekend. We pulled it, and there's another one in there just like it, and it just must have been a good year for watermelon and cantaloupe. We're alive. I'm beat. I did the lawn today, and the heat for once got the best of me. No, Jack, you going to bed already? You can't be going to bed. You just can't keep up with the chat. She's tired, guys. She can't keep up with the chat. Wow. So smooth. So smooth. I think that look good. I do. Make this nice and smooth in here. So the bottom has a nice transition. So it's nice and curved on the inside. And get the rest of the water out. Oh my gosh. I really need to buy more of this clay. I think I'm going to try this as a mixing bowl. I'm going to try it once more. I don't think it's my strongest clay body that I've ever had. But I'm going to keep a heavy lip on it. Keep a heavy lip on it so that you can use your utensils on it. Oh, yeah. I know Gail can probably relate that when you get different clay bodies, some of them throw so nice and they're so easy to throw. And you feel like you can't do anything wrong with them because they just flow so well in your hands. Then you get other clay bodies that will fight you the whole time you're trying to throw it. And it's like, what am I doing wrong? Oh boy. But yeah, this clay body here, I'm really liking. I'm hoping I can get this off the wheel without destroying it. So I didn't throw it on a bat. Speaking of bats, let's throw something on here so I can lift it up on. It's 8 p.m. Okay, Miss Jacqueline, I'm fine. You go to bed. I'll come up and tuck you in if I have to. She used his two names. But Leah, she didn't get to the last name. I'm still okay. If she says all three, I better jump. So Gail, you can relate, yeah. Oh man. Yeah. I better use some bats. Let's get this thing back in shape. Once he firms up a little bit, I will turn him upside down and make sure he is perfectly centered again. Yeah, he needs a little bit of help when he firms up a little bit more, but he'll be okay. He will be okay. He will live. But I'm going to put some bats on because this clay is really wobbly. It's not firm enough for me to be able to just pick it up, I don't think. It's just, at least not a bigger piece like that. Probably if I just did some mugs, this really wouldn't be that bad to work with. But that was about 3 pounds of clay. So it was a little much to pick that up and get the sides working with me. Oh, that's funny. Leah picked up on that one. I don't get yelled at very often, that, by the way. Matter of fact, I can't say that I ever have been yelled at by Jackie. But however, she'll give me that look. You know that look? All you ladies do to your men, give them that look, that one eye. I don't know of any man that's never got that look. Let's put it that way. Yep, Leah. I bet Ryan knows that look, huh? But yeah, if Jackie does 3 names, it's kind of like baseball in a way. If she has to use the 3 names, then I'm out. I better start running. All right, let's get some pots on here now. Now I don't have to worry about taking them off and worry about distorting them too much. All right, hopefully I got some decent bats to work with here. I need new bats. That one looks about as warped could be. Yeah, it's got a wobble here too. It's not real bad right here, so I'll try it. It's not real bad in the middle right here. The outer edge is worse. I made these bats, so I probably ought to try to make some more here soon. We shall see. All right. All right, let's do another 3-pounder. Need the wedge of this sucker. Ryan also knows the look. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if any man doesn't know the look. Or even a young child with his mother, he gets that look from his mother. You either straighten your butt up or you or you'll get both eyes. And then it's going to be eyebrow lowered, teeth gritting, grabbing that paddle. And then you better run if you're good at running. when I get my other studio done, I think what I'm going to do is set up a wheel for standing as well. Like I have that small wheel that I'll probably use for standing. I do a bunch of mugs and stuff. Or even trimming. Well, I have the other wheel over here too. I have the Shimpo that I can use as well. I have 3 wheels right now. Let's say that right now this is my main wheel. I do like to use it. It's pretty smooth wheel. I mean, it does hum a little bit, but I like it. The pedal is smooth, very responsive. It's been a good wheel so far. I wonder how throwing with a sponge will work with this stuff. It's super, super soft. That actually works a lot better with the sponge. I was starting to dig in with my fingertips and stuff when I was trying to, even my knuckle, when I tried my knuckle, it just wanted to dig. This is a little bit softer, more of a surface area that I think that it allows me to get up under it and move it without digging in. Yeah, definitely works better with a sponge. It's different, you know how different clay bodies react to your touch. You feel like you have to get to know each one of them, you know? It's like you can't just jump on the wheel with a clay body you never used and expect for it to act like all other clay bodies. It just doesn't happen that way. Nice. Do a little bit more shaping. Where's my, you know, I like the orange rib. It's firm, but yet I can still have some bend to it. I think I want to get the next one that's a little bit softer yet. But this has actually been a pretty good rib for me. I've used the metal rib too, and it works very well, as you know, because you can actually bend it. If you know those metal ribs can bite you. I've had that happen already with the metal rib, because what it is just a piece of stainless steel metal that's very thin, like a razor blade, and it was very easy to cut yourself. And one time I was throwing, and I did this. went like that with the metal rib, cut me right across here where my fingers were, right across here, blood everywhere. In my clay, in my bucket, everywhere. Nasty. I still like to use it though. It's a very good rib. It's just gotta be careful. Nice heavier edge. That's 3 pounds of clay. I think that's a pretty good sized bowl for 3 pounds of clay. I sure have missed your lives and your wonderful peeps. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Cynthia. I've missed you guys. I often think about you guys, actually. And I mean that, too. I do think about it. Think, well, it would be nice to do a live. And then we end up busy with something and I don't get to do a live. And then the next day happens. I should do a live. And I don't get to do a live. And it's just funny how life does that to you. And so I do miss you guys, and I do think about you. I like having you guys on my lives to chat with. Even if you're all just sitting there listening, that's fine too. You don't have to chat, but it's always nice to chat to somebody. There we go. Nice 3 pound bowl. Dimension wise, I'm 4 inches high, okay? And I am, without touching it, 8.5 inches on the outer edge. With 3 pounds of clay, I'll end up taking some clay off the bottom because I like to leave a little bit of thickness on the bottom. And the rib around the edge is a little bit thicker for a mixing bowl. And if when you tap on it, you want to have an edge, nice rounded edge, heavier, that will handle that repeated tapping. But not a bad bowl. I love it. I love the shape. So, all right. That's why I call it the metal rib of death. It is. Gail, that sucker there. I love this rib. I do love it. It will hurt you. It will take you. And the thing of it is it's one of those kind of cuts, like a paper cut. That's exactly what it feels like, a freaking paper cut. And how bad paper cuts hurt. I don't care who you are. Them things sting. Well, that's what that does. It stings like a paper cut. And the thing of it is, it doesn't even hurt when it cuts you. It's just that sharp. It stings afterwards, like a paper cut, though. Now, I think this is the 2 pounds. Yeah, I have 4 pieces that have 2 pounds of clay. What I'll do is make a big mixing bowl with 4 pounds of clay, or even more. I should probably make a real tall piece. Because actually, if I made a planter or even like a vase, tall vase, out of this and put blue on it, all that blue just pops off of this clay. We all mod you too. Miss, yeah. All right, so that's, how about if I do that, guys? How about if I make a big tall piece? instead of a bunch of small ones. So there's one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wedge each of these, and I'm going to wedge them all together then. And hopefully I can get all the air out of these freaking clay. All right. Still have 6 of you in here. That's wonderful. 10 likes. If you happen to be new here, please subscribe to my stream, to my channel. Hit the notification bell and make sure you select all. That way you're notified when I do go live, because I do not have a set time that I go live. I could be 2 weeks out and have another live. It's just where I'm at right now in my life, and I cannot predict that I will be live next day. So I appreciate everybody that does subscribe to me and that, you know, has notification bell selected to all, because I love when my subscribers come back each time, even though it could be 3 weeks away. They come back and watch, and I am grateful of their time that they come back and to watch and talk. All right. So 4 pounds of clay. All right. I'm not actually getting any air out of that, so that's good. 4. There's 6 pounds. Let's try 6 pounds. Let's just do 8. This clay is so soft that I'm hoping that actually I can get 8 pounds up. It is kind of soft. So, kind of hard to do this on the wheel. All right. Let's go with 8 pounds. Hey, that's cool. That's cool that you're working while I'm working. Love that. All right, guys. Let's see what happens here. That's a lot of clay. A lot of clay. Ooh, don't you come off there, bat. Okay, so right now it's a little wider than I want it to be. I need to bring it in more. You know, I've always wanted to make one of those water coolers. You put a spout in it, you know. It would be cool to make one of those. All right. All right. I think I'll leave a little bit more of a bottom on this. A little bit thicker. All right. That's probably a little more than a half-inch thick bottom. Hey, Ben, how you doing there, brother? Yep, everything is well. How are things with you? Cool. This is an older clay body that I had. Um, it's a white stoneware. It's actually a really pleasant clay to throw. You didn't catch it, but I did throw some pieces. You can see them over my corner, over my shoulder there. Some of my brown clay I threw earlier today on the live, and that turns into like almost a black, dark brown clay when it's fired. Which is actually, it's a really good stoneware clay that I found. It's hard as nails. This clay here is not. It's a nice stoneware clay, but I found that it's not as hard as the other clay is. But both of them feel like butter to throw. This and even more so than the other one. But it's just if the consistency of it, it's just like running your hands through butter. Which is very different from what I've been throwing for the past couple months because that clay had a lot of grog in it, and sand and stuff. So this clay here is just wonderful. This is, I could think, 8 pounds of clay, if I measured it correctly. So it's not a lot of clay, but I think I need to get another sponge. This one's not holding up the water like I want it to. All right. feel like I'm making a flower pot. I've seen Ben do this 100 times. Nice. Is that clay a dark brown clay? Mastodon? No, it's not. That's not what it's actually from Standard Clay Company. I don't remember they have a number for the clay, and I don't remember the number. But yeah, Standard Clay Company is where that came from. I have a little bit of it left, and I've had some that I actually reclaimed. I had for a while. I thought, well, I'll just get it ready and try to throw some of it, and it actually throws wonderful. I really like it. I have a. Let me show you, Ben. I have a piece here. This is the brown clay. Hopefully that comes into view for you. But that's the color it turns out. And that's at cone 6. So now if you were to fire that in reduction, I don't know what that would look like, but that's what it turns out for me. But it's not the same clay body that you have, I'm guessing. I don't want to take this wall too thin. I've done that in the past. I feel like this clay is so delicate. Oh, okay. Similar in cone. Okay. Well, that's what mine's done in, so that look cool. Hopefully, I'll have to watch your lives after when you start to throw it and see how you like it. This clay body, the darker one. I mean, it throws like butter too, but you can tell it has a little bit of chunks in it, but they're not very big chunks. So I'm actually really happy with it. I really need to buy more of it. Guess I did make a flower pot, didn't I? not bad. That's 8 pounds of clay. I don't like to throw a whole lot of big stuff because it takes up so much room in my kiln. And then I don't have any, I couldn't put anything else in. I did a few big stuff over there, but that's typically why I don't do a lot of big stuff. And this is what I would consider big compared to my main pieces that I do all the time. Let's do something with the base. We'll do most of this base later. But I feel like it deserves something special. Thank you, Ben. I think it's a pretty good size for 8 pounds. I think I got all the clay out of it. I left it a little bit heavy in the bottom. I could have pulled more out of that, I think, but the sides, I can't get any more out of the sides. It's 11 inches up across the top. And I am 7.5 inches tall, 11 across. It's not too bad. I mean, I got pretty much all the clay I could get out of it because it feels really like it wants to come down. So I didn't want to take it too far, but I probably have a good 1/2 inch base in there yet. So the base is a bit heavy, but not overdone, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty cool. 9 people here. That's cool. All right. Well, we'll let you see what I've done tonight. Let's see if I can plug this. There we go. All right. So there's some of the clay I did tonight. And again, this is that dark brown stoneware clay, which I think it throws really nice. Thank you, Leah. I appreciate you hanging out too. But yeah, there's a look on the insides. Nice bowls. They turned out really well. This clay is just so nice to throw with. And so is this. This is really nice to throw with too. That reminds me of a Ben Wolf view right there. When he starts his videos. Pretty cool. I need to do intros on mine too. But yeah, so I think that turned out pretty cool as well. Thank you, Barbie. Thank you. Oh my. Yeah, so we need to do a glazing session again, guys. I want to get some more glaze. Thank you, Cynthia. Need to get some more glaze. I'm sorry, I don't want to make you all sick, but yeah. So there we go. Let's do it. Oh yeah. Yeah, so I got plenty of stuff in here to glaze. So we're going to do a glazing stream probably next. So when that'll be, I'm not sure, guys. I'll probably get started on this before I have my live, but who knows? If I get started on it, I might as well go live. I don't know. we will see. But yeah, so anywho, here we go. Now you can see me. I have to have my reading glasses on in order to read. I just, you get older, you know how it is. So anyhow, thank you guys for sticking around. I'm not sure how long this video was. It was a little over 2 hours, I think. But yeah, so I got some more clay over here, guys. Let me see. I'm reclaiming some more clay here. I've got some clay down here that I'm reclaiming. And I got more in my sink I'm reclaiming. So I'm trying to get all my clay reclaimed as much as I can. I'm tired of having it around. And look at this. My freezer is empty. My storage unit is empty. So that means I need to buy some more clay. So what I am going to buy is I'm going to buy some more of the speckled clay. I like that a lot better. I might buy some more of this white clay too. So, hey, love you too, Leah. Well, thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. So, anyhow, you're welcome, Gail. Barbie, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Ben. Thank you. Appreciate you all for sticking out with me. Well, I hope to see you all soon too. All right. We will see how things go. I might do a live here, but I can't, you know how it is. I can't promise anything. Thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate that. I really do. All right, guys. You have a good week. And I hope everything goes well for you guys and you have a blessed week. I will pray for y'all. Hope y'all are in good health and stay in good health and everything. So thank you again. Appreciate you all. You all have a great evening. Have a wonderful week. Good night.